United States was on a point to come out of the Vietnam War, but they lingered on. They continued it for so many years. What was that urge that made them in Vietnam War for so many years? What was that urge that made United States to go on in American war? Why so many investors are found, to be lingered on a stock which doesn't give them returns? Why it happens like civil aspirants keep on preparing for again and again and again for so long. Day 46, Psychology of Selling, The Art of Thinking Clearly by Rolf Dobelli. Today, we'll cover 2, thinking clearly, the pitfalls to thinking clearly. Number 1, as we discussed 3 to 4 examples. This is known as the sunk cost fallacy. You must have observed it while you are in a movie theater and you found movie to be highly boring. Your friends might have said, okay, we have already invested 200 rupees. Let's cover the movie. Let's wait till the end. Sunk cost fallacy. You must have heard from your teachers, why are you chewing the gum in the class? When you go out to spit it out, the teachers say, okay. You have already invested 2 rupees. Why to waste your father's money? Take the sweetness, right? Use the whole 2 rupees. Sunk cost fallacy. Now, the question arises like, is this good? Second question arises, why do we do it? And after all, should we continue doing it? What are the pitfalls? Let's discuss. So in relationships, we see this. The boyfriend says, no, he begs, already he has invested 3 to 4 years of energy, money on his girlfriend, and now he doesn't want to lose that. Sunk cost fallacy, right? So whenever your thinking pattern is going in that direction, make a conclusion that sunk cost fallacy is at work, right? Now, the question is, why do we do it? So Rolf Dobelli says in his book, Art of Thinking Clearly, this irrational behavior is driven by a need for consistency. After all, consistency signifies credibility. When these pattern occurs, they show contradictions, and contradictions are abominable. If we decide to cancel a project halfway, we create a contradiction. And hence, lingering on the failed project, it helps save face. It's in sync with our consistency. Carrying on with this meaningful or meaningless project, delays this painful realization. And it keeps up the appearances, right? So, I think that is clear. Consistency, credibility, delaying the painful realization. is what is driving these things. That's how Americans, argued. Okay, we have sacrificed hundreds of lives, billions of, dollars. No, we won't give in. We have to win this war. Sunk cost fallacy. This also goes for, the investors, right? Hence, it's very important to look for the future and the benefit of the future, not the past. Rolf Dobelli, in this particular part, says, forget about the past. The next fallacy in free thinking is how it's very, very, commonly used technique. This technique is in play when you receive gifts. When I was in Delhi and I went to a shop, so a person came and he told me, why don't you taste this particular popcorn? And later on, you tasted it, and I was feeling pressured to buy that 80 to 100 rupees popcorn packet, right? Hare Krishnas in United States, they used this particular technique. They used to give flowers initially, and after some time, interestingly, they used to give the flower with a smile. It's very hard for the people to, refuse to take the flower. They would say it's a gift. Later on, another person would come and ask them for donation or ask them to buy books related to spirituality. People, felt indebted, and this was a huge success for the Hare Krishnas. Everywhere it is, this particular technique of reciprocity is used. In business, when you get, some freebies from an NGO, in return, it's a gentle blackmail that after 6 months, you have to donate money, right? Why do politicians get gifts? Reciprocity. Now the question arises, first question arises, why this particular, indebtedness, feeling of indebtedness, we feel so deeply. And second, how to avoid it. Rolf Dobelli, in his book Art of Thinking Clearly, says this was a very good survival strategy back in days when our ancestors used to hunt. Okay, so one of the person hunted a deer, and the thing is, only a part of deer he would have eaten, and the rest part of deer he would have he would share with his friends. Next time, since there was no refrigerator, when his friend would do that, would hunt, he would get that share, right? So reciprocity helps us in economy, but at the same time, reciprocity also has its own negative side, such as revenge, counter revenge, so on and so forth. Another positive side of reciprocity is it is at the core of society. right? Core of risk management. I'm helping you today, tomorrow you'll help me. Coming back to what Rolf Dobelli said, we have to think clearly. And many a times, someone's gift might affect our, this clarity. Rolf Dobelli said, need not accept free drinks, something freebies, which you don't want in your refrigerator to be kept without being eaten. Day 46, to summarize, we learned, don't accept free drinks. Second, sunk cost fallacy, forget your past. Thank you.